Your face blurs where we first known. One street where our shoes first crossed. One face that stopped my wandering lost. One time the clock forgot to turn. One place where the world stopped to learn. One look that spoke what words couldn't say. One sign that led me to your way. One star that hung above our heads. One line that left my heart unsaid. One cafe with chipped mugs and steam. One tea that tasted like a dream. One you that made my days feel new. One me that finally saw the truth. One laugh that tangled with the breeze. One joke that put my mind at ease. One fire that lit the winter dark. One smoke that curled around our mark. One touch that sent my nerves alight. One thrill that made the world feel right. One world that shrank to just us two. One still moment I hold on to. Every single piece fits just so. Every quiet moment starts to grow. One heart that beats in perfect time. One beat that makes the dark rewind. One love that burns without a flame. One heat that tames the pouring rain. One soul that found its missing part. One breath that ties our beating hearts. One life that's now a shared design. One death that won't break what's divine. One home with a creaky front door. One key that fits what we're working for. One path we walk through sun and snow. One free feeling we'll never outgrow. One moon that watched our midnight dance. One more chance to take a chance. One dream we weave with thread and bone. One sleep where we're never alone. One vow we spoke beneath the oak. One keep that's never broken or woke. One cloud that blocked the summer sun. One rain that made our good times run. One tear that fell when words went wrong. One pain that lingered all night long. One wall we built between our souls. One fight that took its heavy toll. One code that seeped into our bones. One night we thought we lost our home. One word that pulled us back from the edge. One stay to let our love reemerge. One hope that kept our light alive. One way to make our own survive. One hand that fits right in my own. One hold that's never let me roam. One story we'll tell for years to come. One told with laughter and some hum. One truth that stood the test of time. One gold that outshines every dime. One young love that learned to grow old. One old bond that's never been sold. One heart that beats as one today. One beat that chases fear away. One love that's stronger than the storm. One heat that keeps us warm and warm. One soul that's finally whole and bright. One breath that makes the dark take flight. One life that's now our greatest prize. One death that won't end our ties. One choice that led us to this fate. One bond that's never too late. One light that guides us through the dark. One love that's left its lasting